Well, hi there pluckers, I have a sore finger again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for another guitar lesson. This one is a request I've had in from one of my viewers for a lesson on a song called What Makes a Man by City and Colour. I will put a link in the description box which takes you to a video of City and Colour playing this song live. Okay. The first thing to note is that this song is in alternative tuning and serious alternative tuning. So if you're not interested in detuning most of your strings, then this probably isn't a lesson for you. Okay. So anyway, before ado, I'm going to go through my simplified intro, a couple of verses and the chorus, and then I'll break it all down for you, show the tuning and everything I played. Okay. And you should be good to go. The rest of the song just repeats basically everything again with different words in the verses. Okay, so let's get to it. Singing as usual, this for reference only, definitely not intended to be a cover version. Okay, so here we go. Right. I can hear my train coming, it's a lonesome distant cry. I can hear my train coming, now I'm running for my life. I can my Mexican walk from his mind. I think I know, I can feel the wind blowing, sending chills down my spine. I can feel the wind blowing, 6th Street and flower lines. What makes a man spend his whole life in disguise? I think I know mine. I think I might. I think I might know. And so on. Something like that. I would say it's not exactly 100%, but it's similar. Okay, right, so we start off, let's get the tuning sorted out, because it's very important that you've got the tuning correct, otherwise it isn't going to work. Okay, so start off with a standard tune guitar, and we start with a 6th string. Okay, you can leave that alone. We don't have to do anything with the 6th string. The E string, that stays the same. 5th string, that has to go down, detune it, loosen it off till it's an F note. If you've got an electronic tuner, it does help. F note. So the A string goes down to F, 5th string. The 4th string, the D string, that goes to B flat. So detune it, loosen it till it's a B flat. 3rd string, G string normally, 3rd string, that goes down to E flat. E flat, okay? 2nd string, B string, stays the same, standard tuning. And the top E string, I've detuned that to C, okay? So from the 6th string you've got E, F, A string, D string is B flat, G string is E flat, B string is a B string, and the top E string is down to C. So it doesn't make a very nice sound. Okay, so once you've got yourself into that, and you will probably have to detune, when you're detuning so many strings, tension on the neck changes, body, etc. You may have to tune it several times to get it into pitch, so to speak. Okay. So electronic tuner is an easier way of doing it. Okay, so having got it tuned to what I've just said, it should sound like. Okay, that's it. So right, the chords. There's basically 4 shapes I'm using in this song. The first one is an F major 7th like chord. It's not F major 7, but it's the same shape. Okay, so it's like an F chord, but I'm using 4 fingers. Okay, so I've got the 3rd fret of the 5th string covered as well, and then what you do, you make it like an F major 7th shape. You lift the bar up and the top string, the top E string is, or it's C note, but its top string is open. So 5 down to 1 should sound like this. Okay. Second chord is all these shapes keep that finger on that first fret of the second string. That stays there all the time. Okay, for every shape. Okay, so first shape. Second shape is simple. Just keep that first finger where it is and add your second finger to the 5th string on the 2nd fret. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. The third shape is the same shape as that, but you add your 3rd finger to the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Okay. And finally, an A minor shape, nice and easy, A minor shape. Okay. 5 down to 1, you don't play the 6th string on the A minor. So what I do is I rest my thumb on it. So if I happen to hit it, it doesn't sound. Okay, if I don't take, do you see what I mean? Okay, so rest your thumb on it, kills it. Okay, so there's your 4 chords, right? So the introduction basically uses the F major 7th, the 2-fingered like chord, and the A minor. Okay, so that's the verse is made up of those 3. Okay, so and when you play the F major 7th shape, there's quite a lot of that going on, hammering, leaving the 3rd string open, and hammering into it. When you strike the chord, hammer into that 2nd fret on the 3rd string with that 2nd finger. Then we play the 2-fingered chord, and then there's a little riff, okay, and it's basically this. So you hit the 5th string open, and then you play the 2nd fret on the 5th string. So I hammer into it, hammer that into the 2nd fret of the 5th string. 4th string open, okay, and the second half of this little riff is you put your finger back onto the 2nd fret of the 5th string, hit it, slide it up to the 5th string, the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and then hit that 4th string again. So together it's something like that. I'm not saying it's 100% accurate, but it's fairly close to what he's playing in parts of the. There's lots of other little fills, but I just it's quite difficult to actually hear exactly what he's playing. Okay, so that's. So then you go to, after you've done that riff, you go to the A minor shape, and when you go to the A minor shape, you quite often, again, hammer that. This time the 4th string open. Hammer into that 2nd fret with your 2nd finger on the 4th string. There's a lot of that going on as well. So let's just do the intro for you. Okay, so it's slowly. It's okay. So I'll do it really slowly for you. So strum, then hammer that finger in for a 2nd strum, then this shape, just a single strum, and then the riff, A minor and the hammer. Okay, and up to speed it's like, I have to get it right. confident with it, occasionally you can go instead of hitting the 4th string, you slide it up. You slide that 3rd fret up to the 5th fret, and then hit the 6th string, the 4th string over. So that's the normal one. Or you can. That's the alternative way of playing it as well. So there you have it, that's the intro. You can do that as many times as you like, 2, 4, how many, okay? So let's just go, just once more, the intro, okay? Right, that's twice. Now we go to the verse, which is the same shape, F major 7th. This time you play that 3-fingered, so instead of having the 2 fingers you add your 3rd finger up to the 3rd fret of the 6th string and then to the A minor. Hammer, hammer, okay, so it comes out of that intro. I can hear my train coming, it's lonesome and quiet. I can hear my train coming, now I'm running for my life. What makes man walk away from his mind? I think I might know. Excuse my singing, I'm not very good at these sort of songs. Okay, so let's just do that's the first verse. The second verse is basically the same. So we'll just go from the intro, play that twice, then we'll do the first verse. Okay, so here we go. I can hear my train coming, and it's lonesome, distant cry. I can hear my train coming, now I'm running for my life. What makes man walk free from his mind? I think I know, I think I might. Second verse. I can feel the wind blowing, sends shivers down the spine. I can feel the wind blowing, it shakes the tree and the power lines. What makes man spend his whole life in disguise? I think I know, I think I might know. I think I might know, might know. Sort of carries on into the next verse. Okay, so say the first two verses are exactly the same. Comes out of that think I might know. Then the chorus is very simple. It goes up to the F major 7th shape again, and then goes to the 2-fingered, like he did on the intro, just those 2 fingers. First finger playing the 1st fret of the 2nd string, 2nd fret of the 5th string. So it goes backwards and forwards. It comes out of that. What goes? Let's have a look. Let's go from the middle of the 2nd verse. I can feel the wind blowing, shakes the tree and the power line. Only a man spend his whole life in the sky. I think I know. I think I might know. It was a chorus. I got that wrong. Think I might know. Think I might know. Think I might know. So basically all it does is F major 7 to that. hit that every time you go to that chord. If you hit that note, so when you get to the F major 7th, if you hit that note as the root note, sort of, and then when you go to that shape, play that note. Does it 3 times, I think. So let's just do the end of that verse again for you. Just try and get it right this time. What makes a man spread forth like the sky? I think I know. Oh jeez, I've got that wrong again. Here we go. What makes a man feel so like the sky? I think I know. Think I might know, think I might know. So there you have it, okay? So basically just backwards and forwards, go to the F major 7th, to that shape, and backwards and forwards. Hitting the bass note. Okay, and then it goes into another verse, another chorus, blah blah blah. Okay, so just for good measure, I'm going to go through the whole thing again, just for good practice. So 2 lots of intro, then 2 verses and the chorus. Okay, here we go. See if I can get through without making too many mistakes this time. Okay. I can hear my train coming, it's a lonesome distant cry. I can hear my train coming, that's I'm running for my life. How when I walk away from his mind, I think I know, in my mind. I can feel the wind blowing, it's spinning shivers down. I can feel the wind blowing, it shakes the tree and the power around, and it makes it spin this all over the sky. I think I know, I think I might, I might, I think I might know, I think I might know. Something like that, okay? Hopefully that'll make sense to you. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.